Good morning, guys, and welcome to Unique Not Different with me, Shamla. Today, I have Destar Dythe, who is a self-advocate and a person with a disability. She acquired a disability during her life, and she's here to share her story in terms of, after acquiring a disability and how it has impacted her life. So, good morning, Destar. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning. I am fine.
It's great to have you here, Destar. So, can you tell me, what are the circumstances in which that happened that that you acquired a disability?
Well, I acquired my disability via an accident in 1992. I was in a maxi taxi accident, and my hand got damaged, and it has been like really terrible for me throughout from 1992 to now because I didn't have a surgery. I um I am disabled. My hand, my right bicep is shorter than my left by 12 inches, and that's my disability.
So, how has that impacted you in terms of, you know, as opposed to before, that shortening of your hand? How has that impacted the daily life?
It has impacted my daily life very severely because I have like limited reach I have limited reach in my hand. Like I cannot, like fix my hair properly. I cannot lift stuff up in the air. I only have limited movement in my hand, and it's very hard because it is not normal. From the other hand, I am a right-hander, and the injury is on my right hand, and I was forced to become a left-hander because of that. The things that I could do with my right hand, I had to learn to do it with my left hand.
In terms of transitioning, right? What how has that changed your perspective in life? Having all, I guess, both hands functional, and now just having function in, I guess, yeah, maximum function in one hand. How has that changed your perspective and outlook in life?
Well, it has changed my perspective in knowing that I cannot limit myself in any ways. I have to push forward and use whatever that I can because I thought I was a right-hander and then I am a right and a left-hander because I have to force to use both hands.
And in terms of life itself, I know you mentioned that you do a lot of community work for persons with disability. Can you tell us
Yes. Yes, it has encouraged me to go out there. And when I got this injury, it didn't limit my disability because I don't want people to see me for my disability. I want them to see me as a person before the disability. Because we as disabled people, we have talent also. And I push forward in the sense of I am not letting this limit me and the things that I want to do in my community because in my community we have a lot of work to do and I will go out and do the work in my community. I do not let my disability define me.
Awesome. And I am sure like when you were transitioning, to your life now, you probably had challenges in terms of accepting what was and not what is, right? How was that transition like, and who was the major support?
The major support I had like family members, and it was really hard because I was very active in sports. I used to play cricket. I tried out for the Trinidad and Tobago women's football team. I played football with Petritrin for 8 years. I ran in the Carifta games, and you know, it really affected me because I wanted to represent Trinidad and Tobago on a national stage. And this disability stopped me for a while, but I looked at other avenues to come out there and, give people my support and look to help my villagers, my colleagues and friends.
So doing this community work, right? what have you learned in terms of being supporting the disability community in your community?
In my community, my portfolio is with the Trinidad and Tobago chapter of the Disabled People International. So I go out into my community and give aid to the disabled people who needs like the aid from us. And it have like a housing program is going on right now with the LSA, and they are building houses for people in the community. I will go out there and advocate for the disabled to get housing also.
And you mentioned housing, but what are other pertinent things you find that persons with disability need in order to have, I guess, sustainable
Okay,
life?
we need persons with disability. Okay, for example, in my community, we need a voice. We have children that are on the spectrum. For example, there is somebody in my community. They have a child. He's now on the autism spectrum. He is in primary school. He is very intelligent, and like when they have their work going on in the school, he finishes first. And when he finishes, the teacher or the kids think that he is interrupting the class, and it's not. We need to put things in place for children that is on the spectrum and disabled people, so that when a child finish their exam or test in school, it's not an interruption in the class. We don't want the teachers to think that they are bothering them, but we need somebody, to be on the side of them, to put them to play with blocks, to do, play with Play-Doh or anything like that, just for them to have the right to be in the classroom. Because the child that I'm talking about, his parents have to take him out of school to homeschool him because they think that he is an interruption, and he is an intelligent child in the school. So, we have to advocate for those rights that children who is on the spectrum, they need interaction with other children too.
Now, being on both sides, not having a disability and having a disability, what advice will you give to the wider population that, I guess don't really have interactions with persons with disability or do not have a disability, to change your perspective and be able to become more involved? Because as I would mention, we are the most disenfranchised group or most vulnerable group in society. So what advice would you give them?
I would like the people to know disabled and disabled people, we have feelings, we are very intelligent. We are, willing to do the things that normal people can do. Is just that, we have the inability to do certain things, and we lack, a specific capacity. For example, if someone with a disability is blind, or our partner or our, relative, they can see better than us. So we lack the basic capacity for certain things. So, we want people to see the disabled as normal functioning people also. We do not want people to look at us as, with our disability, because we are very intelligent and everything like that.
Great advice, Destar. Destar, I want to say thank you so much for being willing to come on, share your story, and be vulnerable.
I
That
will,
takes a
okay, I would like to highlight one thing, please, if you may. The DPI, we are having a family and sports day on the 7th of July 2004 at Macoya at the Marvin Lee Stadium. Our time, we start at 10 a.m. Come out, people. We have the chairman of the corporation, Mr. Kenwin Thomas.
yeah.
We are starting at 10 a.m. and finishing at 5 p.m. We would like everybody to come out and have a great time at our Fun and Family Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Destar. And guys, with that, I want to say thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This week's segment of Unique Not Different. As I always say, be good, do good. Hi, everyone. Bye, Destar.